Why do you keep missing targets that should be easy? Why does your shotgun feel different every time you mount it? And what if the problem isn't your technique at all? The truth is, thousands of shooters spend years fixing their lead, swing and timing while ignoring the real issue: a shotgun that doesn't fit them. If you're constantly adjusting your head, missing the same way repeatedly, struggling with recoil, or finding fast targets unusually difficult, your gun fit could be costing you target after target. In this video, I'll show you the 5 warning signs you shouldn't ignore. Sign 1. You have to lift or lower your head. Let's start with one of the biggest warning signs. You mount the shotgun. Then you move your head around, trying to see down the rib. Maybe you lift your cheek slightly. Maybe you press your face harder into the stock. Either way, you're making adjustments after the mount. That's a problem. Your head should come to the stock naturally. The stock should not force your head into an unnatural position. Every time your head moves, your point of impact changes. And that means your targets become a guessing game. A lot of shooters don't even realize they're doing this. The movement is often small, just a slight lift of the cheek or a tiny adjustment of the neck. But even a small change in eye position can move the pattern enough to turn a solid hit into a clean miss. Remember, your eye acts as the rear sight of the shotgun. If your eye isn't in exactly the same place every time, the gun won't point to the same place every time. This is especially noticeable on longer targets and fast crosses, where consistency matters most. A properly fitted shotgun allows you to mount the gun, place your cheek on the stock, and immediately see the correct sight picture without any adjustments. If you constantly find yourself searching for the rib or moving your head after the mount, don't automatically blame your technique. The real problem may be that your shotgun simply doesn't fit your face, neck, or shooting posture correctly. Sign 2. The gun feels different every time you mount it. Here's a simple question. If you mounted your shotgun 10 times in a row with your eyes closed, would it feel identical every time? For many shooters, the answer is no. Sometimes the stock feels perfect. Sometimes it feels awkward. Sometimes the bead looks different. That's often a gun fit issue. A properly fitted shotgun should come to the same place every single time. Consistency is one of the biggest advantages of good gun fit. Think about it this way. Every successful shot starts with a consistent gun mount. If the shotgun feels different each time it comes to your shoulder, you're starting every shot from a slightly different position. That means your eye alignment changes, your sight picture changes, and ultimately your point of impact can change as well. Many shooters blame themselves when this happens. They assume they're being careless or inconsistent, but in reality, they may be fighting a shotgun that simply doesn't fit their body correctly. When a gun fits properly, the mount feels natural and repeatable. You don't have to adjust your head, reposition the stock, or search for the correct sight picture. The shotgun comes up, your eye is where it needs to be, and you're ready to focus entirely on the target. If your mount never feels exactly the same twice, don't ignore it. Your shotgun may be trying to tell you that the fit isn't right. Sign 3. You miss the same way over A&D. Pay attention to your misses. Do targets consistently get missed above, below, to one side? Many shooters assume they're making a technique mistake. Sometimes they are. But sometimes the gun simply isn't putting the pattern where they're looking. A stock that's too high, too low, too long, or too short can create repeatable misses. The shooter keeps making corrections. The problem never goes away. Because the real issue isn't technique, it's fit. Think about it this way. If your gun fit is wrong, The shotgun may be pointing slightly away from where your eyes are focused every time you pull the trigger. The difference might be small, but at clay shooting distances, even a small misalignment can be enough to turn solid hits into frustrating misses. This is why some shooters notice a pattern in their mistakes. They consistently miss over the top of targets, or they repeatedly miss underneath them. Others seem to be off to the same side again and again. Instead of recognizing a gun fit problem, they start changing their lead, adjusting their swing speed, or second, guessing their timing. The result is a cycle of constant adjustments with very little improvement. If your misses are predictable and keep happening in the same direction, don't automatically blame your shooting technique. Sometimes your shotgun is giving you the same incorrect sight picture every single time you mount it, and no amount of practice can completely overcome a gun that doesn't fit properly. Sign 4. Recoil feels worse than it should. This one surprises a lot of people. Poor gun fit doesn't just affect accuracy, it affects comfort too. If the stock doesn't fit correctly, recoil often feels sharper than it actually is. The gun may slap your cheek during the shot, dig into your shoulder, or leave you feeling uncomfortable after just a few rounds. Many shooters assume this is simply part of shooting a shotgun, but that's not always the case. When a shotgun doesn't fit properly, recoil isn't distributed efficiently through your body. Instead, the force is concentrated in areas that shouldn't be absorbing it. Over time, this can lead to soreness, fatigue, and even cause you to anticipate recoil before the shot. Once that happens, your shooting performance often suffers as well. A properly fitted shotgun tends to spread recoil more naturally across the body. The result is greater comfort, better control, faster follow-up shots, and more confidence every time you step onto the range. Sign 5. You struggle with fast targets. Fast crossing targets expose gun fit problems quickly. Why? Because there's no time for corrections. Your mount has to be perfect. Your eyes have to be aligned instantly. If your gun fit is off, you may constantly feel rushed. You may find yourself chasing targets instead of moving smoothly through them. That's often a clue that something deeper is wrong. Many shooters assume they're simply slow or that their reflexes aren't good enough. But in many cases, the real problem starts before the target is even called. If your shotgun doesn't naturally bring your eye into the correct position, you'll spend precious fractions of a second making adjustments during the shot. Those small delays may not matter on slower targets, but fast crossers expose them immediately. Instead of focusing entirely on the target, you're unconsciously trying to make the gun fit. The result is a rushed swing, inconsistent leads, and missed opportunities. A properly fitted shotgun allows you to mount, acquire the target, and move smoothly without hesitation. Sometimes the problem isn't your shooting, it's the shotgun. Fix the fit, and you may be surprised how many targets start breaking. Now I'm curious, have you ever made a gun fit adjustment that instantly improved your shooting?